Hi everyone, welcome to Ajiro Tech, and in this video we're going to be looking at the Cambridge International Education IGCSE Information and Communication Technology. The course code is 0417, and we're looking at paper 3 data analysis, February-March 2022, the only variant for this paper. So let's just go down to data analysis. Okay, data analysis. Okay, task 4, spreadsheet. You're going to create a spreadsheet to display details about lakes of the Great Rift Valley in Africa. Some of these lakes can be found in more than one country. Okay, open the file m22lake.csv in a spreadsheet package. Okay, I think I have it here. Okay, open it right here. Okay, save this as a spreadsheet with a file name. Just gonna copy this country. Okay, followed by a center number and candidate number. Okay, click on save as. I'm going to save this with my center number AN017 underscore 2023. Okay, we'll save it right here. Okay, delete row 1. Okay, so I just want everything to show. Very important that the fields are the fields are actually very clear, for no words are overlapping in any other cells. Delete column A, B, D, E, F, and G. Okay, so let's do this. A, hold my control. B, D, while holding my control. E, F, and G. Right click and delete. Okay, remove all duplicates from your spreadsheet. So obviously I'm just going to highlight this because that's the only thing we have here. I'm going to click on data and I'm going to click on remove duplicates. It's just being column A. Okay, so we have 25 duplicates value found and remove. 11 unique values remain. Note that count may include empty cells, spaces, etc. So we just have if we're counting this is just 10. Okay, all right. Place on the left in the header the text created by. Copy, click on insert. Okay, let me just move it here. Left in the header. Okay, what else? Then by space as the Ajiro and the AN017, which is A for Ajiro, N for ND, the 017, comma 2023. What else are you? Place on the right in the header the automated file name without the file path. Well, I think it's relatively new because I'm seeing this for the first time, and you have to put in a file name without the file path, right? So what you do right here in the right header, right in the header, is you don't click here, you click right here, your file name. Okay, obviously they want to see if you actually saved it as what you were being instructed to. Okay, and then you can click on view, switch to normal, or you can come here and you can click on normal. Whichever one you want to do is fine. Okay, all right. sort your data into ascending order. Okay, so I'm gonna click here, click on home, then I'm going to sort it in ascending order. This is lowest to the highest, but you can come to custom sort, and if you choose the column you want to sort to ascending order, and then you have it like this. Set your spreadsheet to display grid lines and column headings when printed. Okay, print to have grid lines, shades. Okay, to display grid lines and will okay. Save the spreadsheet. Okay, take a screenshot to show the print preview of your spreadsheet. Make sure that the header is fully visible. They want to see this is fully visible. I'm just going to change this to this, so it's really visible right now. Okay, yes. um, if you want to do what I did, I clicked on zoom to page, right? Obviously because of my picture you may not actually see this, but right here, if you, I think, can I wish I can zoom it. I'm still not gonna show. Okay, so probably I just to get this done to make it easy. Let me just get the magnifier. Okay, yeah. So obviously, it's zoom to page, and this may not actually show, but right here, you can see where the arrow is going. Gently, you're going to see show margins. It's going to show this margin. You don't want to show the margins. It's actually at the margins right now. You can see that it's actually right here, and but if you click here, you're going to see zoom to page. Okay, I can zoom out, I can zoom in. Okay, and I'm just going to move it with the slide. The slide bar here, just going to move it gently so this can show. Okay, okay, close this and open it again. Snipping tool, going to open it and click on new, and I'm just going to take just this. Okay, probably so they will know that this is actually a print preview. Okay, this is the rows and column headings are displayed. Yes, all data fit within the column width and is fully visible. Place this screenshot in your evidence, and this will be evidence 5. Judging from it, it seems we're going to create a new evidence because I couldn't find any evidence here. Probably we're going to do that evidence 1. Let me just put it as evidence 5, and we could do something about it. So I think this is good. It is clear, everything can be seen. So yeah. Alright, so let's move forward. Open and examine the files. Okay, M22 grid or CSV. So I'm just going to save this and close this. Now this is why it's important to do a save as, because obviously if you have done a save, you will not be having this. Okay, so it's very important that you keep your CSVs. Okay, okay, all right, and this is for, so let me open the lake. All right, so what is, it seems I don't know, we don't have what to work with, but let's see. These files will be used but not be edited. Create okay, create and format the new spreadsheet so that it looks like this. All we're creating. Okay, so I have this here already. So So I'm just going to create it. So let's go ahead. I'm going to do this so I don't have to waste much time. Yep, I want to see everything the way it is. So I have B to G. Obviously in the exam you have your paper. So B to G, yes, is the alignment is obviously merge and center. I'm just going to copy this. Copy. Thank you. I'm going to open it, paste. Okay, so this is going to be, click on it. The background is going to be black, dark background. Yep, you can see right here, black, and the text is going to be white. I think this is bolded, and this looks like sans serif. Okay, I'm going to adjust it. Okay, I'm just going to select this. Hold my shift to select all, and I can just, whatever I do here I do for most of them, so it's fine. Just gonna move it a bit. Yeah, okay. We're gonna put in files and then that will work. Two is obviously hidden a bit. I'll make it 15. Yeah, 15 seems fine. 14 is fine. And here we have country. Just gonna type it, country. Okay, bold. I think it's right align. Okay, and this is definitely sans serif. Yes, it is. Um, I think it's not bolded. Let me see. It's not bolded. Okay. That we have right here. This is also merged. Alignment. Just gonna click on merge. Then I can type in Ethiopia. For this, okay, this is going to be yes. Okay, and I'm going to adjust it a bit. Maybe 670. 70 is fine. Ethiopia is an I in it. Yeah. And then we have I think Ethiopia is sans serif. Okay, area, yes. Then we have code, name, area, KM2, elevation, M, depth, max, water. Okay, and this is going to be center the line, and see this. Just trying to see if it's, yep, it's area as well. Just going to adjust all. Go to a shift, then you can select. Okay. I think I'm just gonna give some spacing, a lot of spacing here. Okay. Then we have some codes here. 2, 3. Just going to highlight it. Drag, it gives me 10. This is definitely bolded. And this area. Okay. Yeah, because of the text says area. Is it bolded? Let me see. Yes, it's bolded. Okay, I think we are done. Make sure B1 to G1 and C3 are merged. So we have actually done that. And save this with a file name, finder. So I think we've, and C3 is right here. C3 to G3 and B1. Okay. Yes, I always do this because it takes a lot of time to put this, so it makes it easier to just see. Okay. Okay. Save this with a file name, finder, copy, click on file, save as, finder, the what? Center number AN 017 underscore 2023. Save as an Excel workbook, done. And that's 5 marks, guys, quite a lot. Place a formula in cell B6. All right. And let me see. Okay, this is, there are borders to, okay, I think I'm gonna do this. I think there are borders to this. Okay, so obviously from here it's bordered. Okay, and here as well is also bordered. Yes, I think that is what they want. For this is not really bordered, so yeah. Okay, so we're good to go. Okay, yeah. Okay, so important that we do that. Okay, it's important that we go through to check. Okay, very, very important. Now they said in place a formula in cell B6. Okay, the name box is right here. That can be duplicated down to B14. Okay, see you. The formula must look up the code for each lake. Look up the code for each lake. See a code here. Okay. Using the country stored in cell B, in cell C3. C3, okay, and the external file M, okay, for the array. And we just open that right here. Now make sure that within each formula, if there's no late code, no error message is displayed in the cell. Hint: you may use the content of column A to help you. Okay, so we have this to help us. Now let's go and make sense of what they're trying to say. Okay, we're going to look up the code for each lake, right? So let's do this. Okay, so we have equals to lookup. Okay, and what are we looking up? We're looking up this, the table array, okay guys, now they said the formula must look up the code for each lake, right? Now they said if there is no lake code, no error message. So obviously there are some countries that have only one lake code. So in that, it should be empty. Okay, it should be empty. So invariably we're going to use an if statement. Okay, so we're going to use an if statement. Let's see. If, okay, okay, C3 okay, so if, then we have a VLOOKUP. Okay, we'll look up this, comma, the table array is going to be this. All of them, Abi. And then we have the column index right now is now the problem because these are all the codes. Now, in such a way that I think what they're trying to say here is, now when we drag this down, it should go from this to this to this to this to this in the codes. Now remember, for Ethiopia this has to be displayed. Now they said this is 2 3 4 5 6 to 10. So I think what this means is this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So obviously for 1 is your country, right? So they started this for 2, right? So this is 2 3 4 5. So if you're dragging it down, it should display this vertically. I don't know if that makes sense. So obviously we have to use that as a hint for us to work with. Okay, because if we pick this, it's going to go down. Yeah, it will go down. So picking this will not work, will not be a very good option, because actually we are actually looking up this, so we have to look it up. We have something to we already have something to look up. So the index column right now has to be what it needs to display, and we have varieties of them. Okay, so we have to come here to select this because this is relative and we expect it to go down 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 down. Okay, and this is going to be an exact match. Now now if this, okay, is equals to 0, that is, if it's equal to 0, then it needs to be empty. Yeah, but if it's not empty, which is the false value, it needs to display this. Or more or less, we could use, if it's not 0, it can't display this. Okay, so we have this, and okay, probably I will need to show you this. And then the table array, okay, is going to be from A to J11. Sorry. Okay, A2. Now automatically this is actually locked, and the column index is going to be this, comma, is going to be an exact match. So if it's not equals to this, if it's not equals to 0, right, because they said if there is no data, it should said if there's no link code, no error message. So if there's no link code for that country, it should not display. Okay, it should not display probably any form of error. Okay, and the errors we have is NA. Okay, so it shouldn't display that. So now if it's not equals to 0, then it should display this. S, the first value would be empty. Okay, so we have 22. Now if we scroll down, we're having an error message, guys. Okay, what do we do? Okay, now what we do now is this. Let's check. Let me take it off. Let's see what happened. Oh. Okay, now notice that we are looking up this, and this is going to C10, and it doesn't see C10. Now over here, when it comes to this, it doesn't see. This is Ethiopia, and C10 is nothing. The C10 is this, right? C10 is probably this. Okay, so what we are going to do right here is, I'm just going to take this off, delete, and right here we're going to lock this. So I'm just going to highlight everything right here, and I'm going to press Fn and F4 to lock it. Okay, and I'm going to highlight this, Fn to F4 to lock it, and if I hit on enter and I do this, it should be able to give me the code. Yes, thank you, Jesus. Okay, that came out okay, that came out way too strong. Okay, so so we have this, right? So invariably we have this is being locked, right? So now if this VLOOKUP, okay, looking up Ethiopia, is not equals to 0, right? It then means that this equals to 0 simply means that if there is no value, right, that means that it should display, if there is no value, then it should display the code, right? But if is the equals not 0, that simply means not 0. If it's not 0, rather not equals to, if it's not 0, it should display the codes. But if it's 0, which is no values, it should display empty. I'm going to repeat myself again. I think what this simply means is this. Okay, if it's not equals to, if it's not 0, now this is not, obviously if you're watching my videos on database, you know that this and this is both the same, right? Not or this. So but for Excel we use this. So if it's not 0, that is, if it's not 0, it should display this. If it's not an empty value, it should display this. right? It means it's looking up Ethiopia. If there's nothing like Ethiopia, it should display an empty cell. If there's no code for that, it should display an empty cell. But if there's a code for it, for that country, it should display it. So that not zero simply means that if it's not zero, then please display the codes. So what we are simply looking at here is if there's no late code, no error message. So it looks out for the late code for the country, right? So if the country, for the country, how many late codes do we have? Remember, we're incrementing it. We're putting all the codes for that country. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. Now replicate this, and we have done this. So hide column A. Okay. So I'm going to hide column A. Hide. Okay. Place formula in cell C6. Okay, I think I'm going to take off this. Okay, yeah. In cell C6 to G14. Okay. To look up the name, areas, elevation, depth, and type of water using the lake code in column B. Okay. For the value and the external file for the array, make sure that within each formula, if there's no lake code, no error message. That's what we're saying. If there's no lake code, there's no error message. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use equals to if, right? Because I said to look up the name using the lake code in column B for your values, and this is going to be for my values. So if logical test is equals to if this code, right, right here in the lake, right, if this code is empty, right, it should display an empty value, right? This simply means that no lake code, no error message, right? So if the lake code is not there, then there's no error message. Okay, so this simply means that if this is empty, it needs to display what? Empty. Okay, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. But if it's not empty, then we use the VLOOKUP. And what is the lookup value? The lookup value is going to be, let's see. Okay, it's going to be this. The table array is going to be the name. Column index is going to be 2, and it's going to be an exact match. Okay, it's a new statement. I forgot to close it. I'll close it myself. Don't correct me, but I do listen to correction. Trust me. All right, so we have this, right? Now, there's just one slight issue I want to talk about. For example, let me change this to L. Okay, look, let me change this right here to L40 NA, right? So obviously, what this simply means is I'm going to show you. Let's come here to L22. Now, if this is empty, what happens? It displays what we call 0, right? So it should be what? Empty. But we have a value here, and then the value pops up here. Okay. Now, I'm going to make here. I'm going to lock this. I'm going to lock only the column. Okay, I'm going to lock only the column. Okay, the whole essence of us locking the column, let me see if, okay, it's still okay, it's fine. All right, so we have that, right? So for the other one, I'm having equals to if this right here, put the dollar here, is equals to empty, thereby it's going to be empty. S is going to be a VLOOKUP. Okay, and we'll look up this value, comma, um, the table array, name, area, and it's going to look at 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be an exact match. And I'll close it. Okay, now I'm going to do something here. It's going to show NA, I know, so I'm just going to change this to E, and I'm going to change this to 5. Sorry, not this. I'll click here. I'm going to change this to E, and I'm going to change this to 5. Coming A2, coming, this should work. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just 5, guys. Okay. Now this is why you have to lock it in, because it's going to move to C. Now do you see why? This is the reason why you have to lock it in, right? Very important. So obviously I'm going to lock this in. Now notice that it is locked in, is still in B, and it's not moving to C. It has to be in B, not CC. So if invariably when I'm moving it, right, from your B to C to copy, you have to ensure that the column stays B. That's the reason why we are locking the B, right? I'm just going to change this to E, and I'm going to change this to 5. Oh, not again. Okay, change this to E, and I'll change this to 5. Yes, this is what I want. Now guys, I know this seems a bit complicated. What is it doing? What's it doing? And I get it, right? So if we check in L22, this is what you'll be seeing right here, 1285, and this is going to be 1285. Now this is the whole essence why we are putting the dollar sign. So when we are moving, we're just simply just making adjustment to it and increasing it. Okay, but if it seems confusing, oh, I don't understand what it's saying, you could just actually do the number one. Okay, and what's the number one is just taking it one, doing the VLOOKUP one after the other, but I think that seems stressful, so I'm just going to do it again. So I'll click on this cell right here on F6, and I'm going to change this to F, and I'm going to change this to 6. Okay, now I'm going to do just one again. Okay, the last one. So if equals to if um, this is equals to empty, comma, display empty s. The VLOOKUP, it looks up this value, comma, the table array, okay. Table array is going to be what? This is going to be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and it's going to be an exact match. Oh, okay, so we have first. So I'm just going to make this the dollar sign. Now the whole essence why I'm putting this as a dollar sign is towards copying from this to this. Okay, I hope you understand, because obviously if I take this off from the dollar sign, okay, let me drag this and let me show you something. If I take this from the dollar sign, and I move it from this, okay, it works. Yeah, I move also this from this. Obviously if this is empty, so obviously this is what the problem is. So if I take this from this, now watch what happens, and I move it NA, because if you click here, it's showing 6 7 C7 C7, right? And then we have a problem, because obviously we said if B not C, and now we are actually in C. Okay, you're actually in C, not B, and if B is this, it should display this in C. Okay, and now we are now in C7 or whatever. It's important that we do this. Now if you do it normally, it's still going to work. Just do the normal VLOOKUP, do the normal VLOOKUP, VLOOKUP, VLOOKUP. But if you move in, right, from this is I've done them, just just copy it and move, then you just have to do that. I don't know if it makes sense. Okay, so that is just the whole idea for it. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, so now let me show you this. Now let me show you how effective this is. Okay, let me just take everything off and start all over again to show you. Okay, now for example, I'm gonna do this. Okay, if equals to, if we have this is equals to empty, it should display empty, right? If not, we'll do a VLOOKUP, right? And we're looking up this, comma. Now we're going to look up everything on the table. I want to show you how effective this is. From here to G, downwards, comma. Now this is, we're looking up for the name. So we have the second column, comma, an exact match. Yeah, let's look it up for name. Now if we're moving, then we have an issue, because if we move here, it doesn't really work. Okay, now there are so many ways to do that. I will do this one, I'll also do another one, and then you pick which one is better. Okay, so for this, what I'm going to do, because if I move it like this, it's going to display a lot of NA for me. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to put the absolute, like I've discussed here. Okay, enter, so that the column remains the same. Why the rows can change. So I'm going to move this. Now it has this. Now I'm going to come here to area. Area is 1 2 3 4, and I'll make this 4. This is going to be 5. This is going to be 6. This is going to be 7. See, now if this is difficult and you don't prefer it, we just do the individual VLOOKUP and it's still going to be the same thing, whichever one you want to do. We've done the first one, you could do the VLOOKUP without putting this. Now, I'm just going to quickly show you what I'm talking about. So you could do equals to if. I feel that is stressful. We're going to test for this. If this is equals to, just to show you what I'm talking about, VLOOKUP, I'm going to look up this value. Table array is going to be this. You can just do only the name. Comma 2, an exact match. We come here again, we do the same thing, equals to if. We look for this, is equals to empty, comma. If it's empty, displays empty. Of course, no late code, no error message, right? Comma. Then the VLOOKUP, which is this table array, the area, right? So we're going to do this, comma, it's going to be 1 2 3 4, right? 4, and it's going to be an exact match. So you can start to do them individually, okay, which is going to be time taking. So what we're going to do is, you could just quickly, I'm going to delete, watch this, delete this, delete this, and all we can do is drag. You see, give us that value, and drag this as well. See, give us that value. Okay, so instead of them doing 1 and then each of them, you could just drag them up and just drag everything down. Okay, so you're still going to have this. Okay, so what is actually changing is looking up for each of those cells, those values in the cell. Okay, so you can see that all the codes are fresh, sort. Okay, all right. Place your name, set a number, candidate number, left align in the header. To click on insert, header, your name, set a number, candidate number, left align. Okay. AN. Okay. Click on view, normal. Now, we're going to print our formulas, but before we do that, let's just print. Okay, let's print the formulas. Because obviously, we're going to add a new test data. So it's going to be landscape. Okay, I'm just going to highlight this. Click on formulas and okay. Alright, so I'm just going to do this. Hold my shift and okay, hold my shift and select all true. Okay, now if I do click on this, every other field are going to show automatically, which makes it easier for you. So we're just going to print, click on file, click on print, change this to landscape. Okay, Okay, just want to see if it's the same thing. Okay, let's put all of them in one sheet and let's see what happens. Oh, no, nope, 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 nope. Because I said it is in landscape, the rows and column headings are displayed. The content of all cells except column A are fully visible. So we come here and yeah, column A is not showing. So no, I think this is better, guys. This is actually better. Yeah, I'm gonna print this. This is actually better because it has to be fully visible. This is going to be my printer one. Copy. Okay. All right. And enter into cell C3 the text Kenya. So I'm just going to show the formulas and do this. Okay. Just going to do this. It's fine. So I'm going to enter Kenya and then we should have this. So we're going to check for Kenya. For Kenya, it has everything to L35. So yes, because at the end of the day, remember we'll go back, they said, I said files must be used but must not be edited. So you don't edit anything on it. It's very important that you don't do that. Okay. Okay, very, very important. So now save the spreadsheet, print the spreadsheet showing the formula, make sure it fits on a single page. So we're just going to ensure that it fits within this. Just gonna close. Okay, let me try 28. I think we're good to go. Okay. I prefer landscape. Now they said scroll down, fit on a single page. Now this is a single page, right? Content of all cells, content of only cell B1 to G14, B1 to G14. I think my 4 is not really. Okay, I'm just going to go back. My 4 seems to be okay. Click on file, click on print. Same thing with my 2, guys. Okay, click on file, click on print. Still not giving me what I want. Make it 18. The 16 is fine. I think you do that before the formula. Okay, think 18 is fine. Let me see. I think I might have to take the formula again. Yes. So I'll have to take the formula again, guys. I'm just going to, okay, take the formula again. Okay, and click on file, click on print, because obviously this is part of your mark. Okay, so just going to do this quickly. Yes, and I'm going to take out the formula. Okay, okay, I'm just going to increase this. Okay, this is 30. Okay, okay, so just going to adjust some things here. Okay, okay, just gonna make this 28 like I did. Okay, it's fine. So I'm gonna print Kenya. I think we've made a mistake, guys, because it was showing what was displaying, and the code they want to see is Ethiopia, and we printed Kenya. So Ethiopia, okay, formulas, okay, it, okay, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna print it. Yep, this is fine. I just have a knack of just doing what is, just to show you how important it is not to make mistakes. Then I'll click on formulas and show this. Okay, okay, yep. So this is fine already, so I'm not going to touch it. So Kenya, so we have this, so we can print. Click on file, click on print. Okay, now going back, row and column headings and not displayed. So click here, sheet, okay, and not displayed. They don't want to see it. Okay, so I think this is clear, this is legible, it's within what they want. Okay, okay, so I'm going to print this. This is going to be what my printout 2. Copy. Now enter the text Tanzania. Copy. Okay, for Tanzania. Now if you check here, there are formulas. Now you can see that it's actually printing empty. This is what I was talking about, right? And now this simply means that if there are no codes here, it should print empty. This is what I'm talking about. So obviously if we don't have any code here, not the other way around. So if you don't have any code here, it should be empty. Okay, everything here should be empty. Okay, click on file, click on print, and if you go back to the question, you will see that, right? If there are no late codes, no error message, it has to be what? Blank. So Tanzania it is. It fits on a single page, yes. Content of only B1, okay, are fully displayed, rows and column, and this is printout 3. Copy. Okay, enter in C3 the text Burundi. Copy. Enter. Print. This is going to be printout. Sorry, it's going to be what? Printout 4. So I'm just going to type it, printout 4. And that is it, guys. They said make sure your name, center number, and if you click on print, you see that your name is there, because obviously if your name, center number is not there, then it's not going to show. Please, it's always good practice to always check your printouts. Okay, so this is clear. Okay, it is clear. Very important. I think the thickness was too much, but you get the idea, right? So okay, so it's fine, and this as well. Okay, so yeah, I think they're okay. Okay, so it's very important. I think the thickness is too much, probably. Let's see what we could have used. Okay, yep, I think it's fine. Probably you could just use the single one. I think the single one works fine. But then again, you get the idea, right? So I think we're done with this paper, and it was more on logic than just not. It's not just the formulas, but more on logic, to your ability to be able to interpret the question and know the formulas to use for them. Okay, so please, my videos are not just to just solve past questions, they are to teach you and what to do in cases where you have questions like this. Okay, and thank you for watching. Please practice along with it, and hopefully you'll be able to learn something in this video. See you next time. Bye.